a workflow, a FLUX supporter. Improve image details by focusing on noise. Let me first briefly introduce. I will introduce it in detail later. When you generate a picture, he usually loses a lot of details on the surface. Generate two images by injecting noise. Mix again. Finally, a more detailed picture is generated. You can think of it as a workflow that generates more details. I am using the online mirror of Joanna Cloud. You can directly click. I'm using this now. If you click on it, if you can see this flux raw picture, this position has this job description. The platform has been updated to the latest version. Everyone can use it right away. Don't consider this deployment, installation model building, etc. All these models are installed. Ready to use. AI store version. Well, as the name suggests, already, you can learn directly while using it. If you want to install locally, you can open My Notes, click on ComfyUI tutorial. It will jump to this workflow. The 7th, in this flux raw picture, I put the commonly used ones in one workflow, so you can find it here. What you need, a workflow, this workflow. This is the injected noise. Generate more details. Support LoRa. Download other video tutorials for this workflow. That is, other workflow introduction. Recommended is to on a yuan online. The mirror image is like me, now. Directly open and use. You don't have to bother too much. To use. Now let me briefly introduce the front part. It is a basic flux image generation process. Add a LoRa. In LoRa, I basically have Wukong Black mythology or realistic, cartoon, and J-video. There are some common styles in it. You can choose. For the model, just choose the highest model. Others that may damage the quality are not recommended. Of course I have. If you want faster, choose. Others. We just need the highest quality. Then the above, because this workflow is shared by a great God. So this is a developer version. This pair probably means to extract all this data. Then by injecting this noise. This is to control his deployment and so on. If you are not satisfied with the first generation, you can increase or decrease the weight of the injected noise. I don't understand this either. If you are interested, you can go to Baidu. Then learn more about its role and impact. Here I mainly give a simple instruction. Then generate it by injecting noise. This alone is when generating a prompt. Please note that this should be consistent with the previous. Generate a graph. This is the second picture generator. Finally, merge them into one picture. That's the last one. I won't go into the details. I think you can probably understand it. It's all a process of drawing a picture. Then here is also an injected noise to make it. Generate more details. The most important thing is to stop. For example, we're not satisfied when we generate the first one. There is no need to generate the following. These three pictures can be stopped directly by injecting noise to generate. Generate the first one when you are satisfied, then start generating the next ones. The following are all three. These three pictures all inject noise to influence it to generate more details. That's probably the principle. I can generate another one here. Let's take a look. Because I'm open here, so it will generate the next three directly after generating the first one. Normally, you would turn this off. It makes sense to open the next generation after you are satisfied with the first one. For example, the first one generated won't have many details, a bit like an over-smooth image. Then through this data collection, then inject noise. Generate 2 pictures, half left and half right. This is the left side, this is the right side. On the right side, it is generated here. The last one is to merge them. Sometimes you may be satisfied with the first one, just the dissatisfaction behind. Then you can lock the seed by adjusting its prompt words or injected noise. Here you can control the injected noise weight and smoothness. This is smooth control. You want it to have a higher skin resurfacing, then you put in full. This is just the deployment. For other details, you can Baidu, because this is a developer version. You don't understand. I just know how to use it. This is the first picture after injecting noise. The resulting effect is more perfect. More details, because the background is too blurred. This way more details can be generated. This is the goal of this workflow. Okay, that's it for this episode. Let's go play.